My mama told me when I was young, we're all born superstars. She rolled my hair, put my lipstick on, in a glass of her boudoir. There's nothing wrong.
I came all the way from Toronto, Canada to present at PrideWorks, and I'm thrilled that I came. We had met some really amazing students. We had some great conversations. We heard about a lot of good things happening in Westchester County. And we heard about some painful experiences from young people too. And we were able to talk about what we could all do to make things better. So it was very rewarding and worth the trip.
So a lot of students, people who are students who come here for the first time, and sometimes parents who come for the first time, they don't know which words to use, they don't know how to use them, they're not quite sure how to say things respectfully. So we've had a workshop that we've historically called LGBTQ 101 or LGBTQ for Beginners. And this year, and as in many past years, we've had that actually run by a Gay Straight Alliance, so that it's young people who are new to the language teaching other people, as opposed to older, more experienced folks who sometimes can intimidate with their depth of knowledge. Most of the workshops are new. There's some that we feel that we need to do every year. So there's almost always a bisexuality workshop, and a transgender workshop, and a coming out workshop, and a labeling workshop.
LGBT people are still feel sort of isolated. And so the conference gives them a place where they can sort of come together with 500 people who are either like them or support them.
What's wonderful about PrideWorks and being asked to come back is it's a reminder for me that as a child or as a kid their age, we didn't have things like this that openly supported LGBTQ youth. So for me, Pride's work is a reliving of my childhood. It's an affirmation that all this time spent out in the world being an openly gay kid, these kids have the open, active benefit of being able to celebrate it in a whole unified sense with their own community, with their friends, and they can celebrate it with pride and support from their teachers and their allies.
So I feel like them knowing that there's a community that's there for them and supports them is great, because sometimes you always feel like you can't come out to people because they'll judge you, but this is more of a judgment-free zone and you have people you can talk to freely.
The LGBTQ community always needs backup and needs supporters and people to understand, and I feel like the only way to understand is if you put yourself out there and also educate yourself about this topic.
I encourage young people to stay true to themselves, to allow themselves to find a safe space where they feel comfortable, where they feel encouraged, and just really not to allow anyone to interfere with that in any way.
As a LGBTQ person, you never have to feel alone because you have a family. And that family may not necessarily always be your blood family, but when you can find community, you have your family. You just have to go out and find them.